Hello everyone, I'm Joe and I'm going to be doing a demonstration for you guys with my invention. I'd like to say to all the coaches and all the parents and all the ball players and all the golfers that this is a swing trainer that focuses on constant repetition. The more you do something, the better you're going to be. I also recommend, if you guys are going to be doing anything as far as trying to learn how to swing a golf club or trying to get better at swinging a golf club or a baseball bat, that you film yourself. The biofeedback is the best way to teach yourself how to do something. It is hands down no better way. Someone can teach you how to do something and someone can tell you that you're doing something wrong, but until you see yourself doing it wrong or doing it right, you don't know really if you're doing it wrong or right, and that's a fact. But right now I'm just going to be demonstrating a few drills with my invention. It's called the King of Swing. It's patented. It's invented in Framingham, Massachusetts. It's sold in the United States. It's an American company. My company is called Joe Practice. Now I'm a Babe Ruth coach, and before my kids get up to bat, I have them use this. What I have them do is I have them transfer their weight. It's very important. When the pitcher's into his delivery and he's on his back foot, you should be on your back foot. Okay? He throws the ball, you're swinging. Okay? The target on this is right under the ball. When you hit it properly, it'll pop the ball up. It'll actually make a popping sound or a slapping sound. Pop the ball up and come back down. If you hit the ball, it'll go around once. You can do that and the ball will hold up. It's not going to break. If you hit it over the ball, it might rip the ball off, but that's about the worst, and then you just have to put the ball back on. But we emphasize hitting it underneath because it's back control and golf club control that we're practicing here. There's only one point on this target that you can hit that'll flip it up and make that sound. You can hit the ball really anywhere and it'll go around, but it's actually pretty cool, and I'll just show you these drills. So I'm transferring the weight, I'm on my back foot, I'm pushing off. Transferring the weight. So I do this, I have my kids do this. Just practicing their swings. Then I have them do another drill where I have them transfer the weight, especially the kids that aren't very good in the aren't very good batters. I have them transfer the weight and then I actually have them touch their calf. So they transfer the weight, they touch their calf with their foot, and then they drive down. And that teaches them to drive off the back foot, transferring that weight. This is also a good invention for keeping your head down. So you're transferring your weight, you're kicking back, and you're driving through. Another drill that I use myself at home because I'm trying to get in shape is I use a weighted donut, and I go from both sides. So I'm transferring my weight, I'm here, bam. And I turn around, bam. See, if you hit the ball, it'll do that. So that's all right though. We're not saying that that's wrong, but that's not what I'm trying to accomplish. But when I'm in my driveway and I'm swinging away, I do this, and I'll do a set of 50. And then what I do is I grab a golf club. So that'll be it for the baseball. And you can also do with one arm too. So, and this is good for your wrists. So you're here, and then you release, and then you're coming through with one hand. And you release and coming through with one hand. It's not easy to do, but that's another thing you can do. You can go here too, and one-handed too. That's another drill that you can do. And then remember, this is not the be-all, end-all of everything. This is just a drill. This is just an invention that will help you work on constant repetition. Now I'm going to go over what you can do with this with a golf club as well. Now with a golf club, what I do is I keep my arms straight out, just like I'm going to be golfing, but I bring them up. I want to open the club, and I want to close the club at the target and then follow through. So it's just opening and closing. And that works on your core too as well, and these are good workouts too. So for you golfers, if you just set this up in your driveway or your yard anywhere, you can just go to this at night before after you get out of work, and you can just practice your swings. And it works, I'll tell you. It also works on transferring your weight, and that's very important in golf to get power. So what I do is I just put my arm straight out, and I start slow. So I open the club, and then I close the club, hit the target, and bring it all the way through. Just like I would be hitting a ball, because when I'm down here, I want to open the club, close the club, and bring it through. So I'll do that. So I just go, I always start slow, I never start fast. And I do this, and then I'll speed it up. And I want to make that pop. I want to turn those hands over. I want to use those wrists. You have to use your wrists if you want power and accuracy in golf. So I'll do that. And I always want to try to keep my head steady, and that's important in golf. You always want to keep your head steady whenever you swing the ball. You want to keep your head down. So I always want to make sure that my head is on the target. I want to see the club hit the target, and this is great for that. So that's another drill I do with the golf club. Now, with this particular version of my invention that sells for $29.99 on eBay, there's also another element on it, so it brings it down, and I'll show you guys that. So what I do with this particular version of it is I want the fray to be just above the ground. And you can use it in the driveway, you can use it in the yard, you can use it basically anywhere. But anyway, to adjust this, all you do is you release the rope and you pull it down. It's very, very simple. And then you thread it through a hole here that we have. And it's patented, so that's another great feature with this. It's got no extra parts. So with this version, you would get the two for the baseball and the golf. What I do at first, I put my feet together and I get in my position. Now this, I like to practice hands, my hands. I'm working on my hands and what I want to do with my hands as far as using my wrists. So why I put my feet together is I want to take my legs out of it. I want to concentrate on my hands. I want to concentrate on opening the club and closing the club. So what I do is I open the club, have it at a 90-degree angle, and I bring it down and I close the club on the target, and then I bring it up to this position. So I'll do that 10 times. Just like that, watching the club hit the target. Watching the club hit the target. And when you hit this target, the frayed end of this rope that you're using as a target will flip up in the direction that you're hitting the club. So if you hit it this way, obviously you know you're going to be either slicing the ball or you're going to be hooking the ball. And if you hit it this way, you're going to be either hooking it or slicing it, depending on how you finish up with your swing. Then what I do is I go into just my regular golfing swing. And then I start slow again. I get in my position, make sure my hands are where I want them to be, and then I just go real slow at first. So I want to keep my head down, I want to keep my head steady, and I want to keep my arms straight. And this is what's good about the drill like here, because this is the position, that's what I want to do, but I want to do that here. So I want to bring that here. I want to make sure that everything's straight here, my arms are straight here, and I want to bring them down, and then I want to close that club here. So I'll do that, and I want to just hit the target like that over and over again, and I'm guaranteed that I'm going to get better. Now, a lot of people say that, you know, I don't swing the club like a pro, but I'm not a pro, just a hacker. But you know, this definitely helps my game, because when I pull up after work, I see this in my yard and I go over to it and I hit it a number of times. I've got the advantage on a guy that's not swinging the club at all. So that's what I do. I'm just closing it and I'm concentrating on turning the club over and hitting the target. So that's basically the invention for baseball and golf, and I'm sure you guys can come up with your own drills. And I hope you guys support it. It's an American company. It's called Joe Practice. And thanks a lot for checking it out. Bye.